little perfect giveaway synergy here tonight. That's right, the Luzardo t-shirt being given out. And guess who's pitching tonight? It's Jesus Luzardo as the Colorado Rockies are in town to begin a 3-game series against the Phillies. 8th start for Jesus, 3-3, a 5.09 earned run average. He has really put things together with 18 strikeouts and no walks.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is no walks.
And how about that? It's the first walk in his last 3 games. He had come in his last 2 games, 18 strikeouts and no walks.
Garcia at right, cue shot to the right side, long run for Stott. He gets to it and just gets Freeman by a half step, but on to second goes Jordan Beck. Now one of the 2 left-handed hitters in the Rockies lineup, TJ Rumfield. A wild pitch gets a potential Rockies run 90 feet closer. The Phillies bring the infield in, even in the first inning.
And this is put in play, and only one play with that second hop for Bryce Harper. Rumfield, because he's so good at getting it in play, gives the Rockies a 1-0 lead. Yeah. Jordan Beck, job well done.
Very well done, and that's the importance of that extra free 90 that they got on the wild pitch from Luzardo.
Swing and a miss, got him that time. And Goodman slams the barrel of the bat down as he strikes out. So the Rockies score without the benefit of a base hit.
Rockies stake Chase Dollander to a 1-0 advantage as he begins his night.
He pitched great against the Phillies in Colorado, 4 1/3 innings. Only gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and that's something the Phillies are going to have to combat.
And Turner on 2 pitches is eliminated.
Here is Kyle Schwarber.
And he beat him with a fastball up, the 4-seamer. So the first strikeout for Dollanders of Kyle Schwarber. 2 gone with Harper coming up.
Nice at bat.
Yeah, ball 4. Phillies have their first base runner, and it brings Garcia to the plate.
Fastball, strike 3 called at the top of the zone with a sinker at 98. Chase Dollander posts a 0. 1-0 Rockies after 1. Brenton Doyle, who's hit a home run in his career off Jesus Luzardo, leads off.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. High fastball got him.
Little high velocity by Zeus. You see the 4-seam grip, but he's let it rip up in the zone. Doyle, 34 punch outs now.
So that's the first hit of the night for either team, and it's a 5-game hitting streak for Willie Castro. Swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout for Luzardo.
Yeah, that's the one running away. The changeup right there. You see how far Karros was out in front of that.
Ground ball left side. And Sosa has it. Tough last hop, and he throws him out. 17 pitches, wraps up the 2nd inning.
2 outs, nobody on. 1-0 Rockies here in the 2nd. Left-handed hitting Bryson Stott.
And that's strikeout number 3 for Chase Dollander. And there's a 1-2-3 inning.
Luzardo's doing okay. Right now he's kind of fighting himself on some of his pitches, believe it or not.
If at first you don't succeed, Luzardo tries again. And they get the strikeout. He strikes out the side. That's a half dozen for the game.
So there's a leadoff hitter on now here in the top of the 4th inning for the Rockies. Hunter Goodman steps in. Hunter Goodman struck out in the 1st inning.
Hunter, and he demolishes it deep to left field down the line. It is a fair ball, and it's out of here.
That is how strong he is. Didn't even clip it.
A 2-run shot for Hunter Goodman. He's into double digits, his 10th of the season. It's 3-0 Colorado.
Now that's the way you get yourself out of a tough scenario. It was a very difficult homestand for Hunter, and he made a no-doubter out of that one.
So perhaps Luzardo's rattled. On 5 pitches, he walks Doyle.
The large pitch count at 82 pitches now is certainly concerning for the Phillies.
And there's a bunt by Castro, and he's going to reach safe at first.
So that moved Brenton Doyle to 2nd base. Willie Castro was on 1st after the bunt base hit. Nobody out yet. Kyle Karros struck out back in the 2nd inning.
This is down the line. That's a fair ball. This will score a run easily. Doyle coming home. Castro to 3rd. He's going to get a green light. Willie toward the plate. Throws off line. Heading to 3rd is Karros. Make it 5-0 Colorado. What a start here in Philadelphia.
Rockies have 2 more runs across the board, and the score now jumps up 5-0.
Well, they'll score a double, 2 runs batted in. And he takes 3rd base on the throw.
Looking to do more damage. It's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
And he will. Base hit cleanly struck to center field, and he makes it 6-0. Behind in the count. Didn't try to do too much. And that has to feel wonderful for Ezekiel.
It's that fastball that's up, but he climbs on top of it and drives it right back through the middle. And I can guarantee you that feels like 1,000 pounds off his shoulders.
Well, this has just turned out to be a horrific outing for Luzardo, who was just humming along. Yep, here he comes. So that's going to be it for Luzardo. So good his last couple of outings. He just didn't have the same command here tonight. He has surrendered 6 runs so far. He's responsible for the 2 base runners. Bolin will come in.
1 out, 2 runners on. Bolin's pitch is a rocket right at Stott. Sucks it up nice in his belly, flips it to Turner, over to first base for the double play. How about that? Jonathan Bolin comes in and puts this messy inning in the back pocket for the Phils. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Hunter Goodman on first base for the Rockies.
What a jump. Ain't no chance.
Oh, what a throw. He is out at second base. He came off the bag. He got a great jump, but JT threw a seed to second base. And then Goodman came off the bag. 2-6 on the putout.
Sosa grounded to Willie Castro, the second baseman, back in the 3rd inning. Broken bat chop back towards the mound. Dolander will get the throw in time to TJ Rumfield. That bat split down the middle, and chunks of it are still being collected by the 2 bat boys. It's an out as Stott moves to second. Authority pitch, strike 3 called. Surprised him with a fastball on the outside edge at 99. That's out number 2. Swing and a miss. Threw it by Trey Turner to cut off the rally.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Kyle Schwarber leads it off. Just 1 hit for the Phillies. It was a Bryce Harper single in the 4th inning. That ball is crushed deep to right field. It is gone into the second deck for Kyle Schwarber. His 200th in a Phillies uniform, and the Phillies are on the board. It's a 6-1 game.
That's as majestic as they come.
And the fewest games to 200 home runs with any team all time. It's 4th.
2 outs, Cement at first.
Fly ball right field. Hit pretty well. Freeman going back toward the Hurst side. He jumps. He can't make the catch. Marsh is heading home. The throw to second is wide. RBI double for JT. It's a 6-2 game.
Heck of an effort out there by Freeman, but there wasn't 2 outs. Tom Marsh doesn't score on that play. Would have had to hold up, but he was running it from the get-go. Scores easily and made things a little interesting.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to end the evening for Chase Dolander.
Tim Mazes retired all 5. You got to keep grinding offensively. You got to find a way to tack on. This ball to left field pretty deep, and it is gone. Snuck over the wall. There's a run back. 7-2 Colorado. Second home run for Freeman. Made it out by inches.
The Rockies get that needed insurance run. It's 7-2.
Joan Duran is on in relief in the 8th inning in a 7-2 ball game.
See his last outing. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 inning. 3 walks though.
So 1 out, 1 on. Here's Willie Castro.
Swing, miss. 99 on the 4-seamer.
Hey, he's got to work on his other pitches, but that one ain't a bad one there.
And a couple of strikeouts there. Duran looking a little better. 1 hit in the inning, 1 left.
Bottom of the 8th inning, and Bryce Harper will lead it off against Bernardino with the Rockies on top, 7-2.
Hooks it towards right. That's a base hit. Really good piece of hitting, and Harper's been on base all 4 times tonight.
Phillies trying to rally, have the first 2 on here in the 8th inning. Brandon Marsh, the hitter, another left-handed batter.
Serves that one to left field, a base hit. Harper's around third, heading for home. The throw goes to third. RBI single for Marsh. His hitting streak's up to 10, and it's a 7-3 game.
Boy, base hit here would make this really interesting. Stott is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk.
Line drive out toward right center field. And he'll split the gap and go to the wall. 2 runs will score. Stott's on his way to second. He is there standing. It's a 2-run game.
8th pitch of the at-bat, and he gets it to a count that he forces Hergert to figure out, do I come to him? I've got an open base. What do I do here? He decides to leave that ball up. I don't think he wanted to, but that's what he certainly did do. And
it's a 7-5 ball game, and Crawford the batter here with 2 down in the inning.
Fly ball right field, going back on it is Freeman, back toward the wall. It is gone! First major league home run! It's a 7-7 game.
Well, we're going to the 11th inning now, and a new pitcher for the Phillies is right-hander Brad Keller. He's the 7th pitcher used in this one for the Phillies.
Have Willie Castro as the ghost runner, and Troy Johnston is pinch hitting for the Rockies for Kyle Karros to get a left-handed hitter.
Line to right down the line. It'll score the Rockies go-ahead run. Castro jogs home. Off the bench, Troy Johnston with his 10th double of the year.
It's huge. Trading places with Castro, giving him the lead 8-7. Coming off the bench.
Well, he has been as good as any Rocky this year in terms of hitting in the clutch.
Well, that's huge. He didn't get the bunt down, and he gets a strikeout.
Here is Jake McCarthy batting for the first time.
Last 25 games for McCarthy. He has an OPS of 965. And there's a base hit to center. Johnston around third. He's going to score easily, and the Rockies have a 2-run advantage. How about that, Jake McCarthy?
He is feeling now as he gets his 6th RBI in the last 2 games.
9-7 Colorado.
The Phillies need 2 to tie it. Justin Crawford, who hit a 2-run home run his last time up. Well, maybe it'll come in bunches. Slaps it the other way, and this is going to wind up being a base hit. That means the tying runs at first. It's a 3-hit night for Crawford. Just put the ball in play.
Well, 1 out. You've got runners on the corners, and you've got Schwarber Harper coming up in the 11th.
Swing and a miss. He got him with the high cheese. 2 away.
And that means this game is left in the hands of Bryce Harper.
Breaking ball to second. Rockies will win it. Oh, it took about an hour and a half longer than everyone thought, but the Rockies will shake hands. Great job, Juan Mejia. The Rockies had a 6-0 lead. All of a sudden, they had to play extras.
Valiant fight for the Phils, but they lose it tonight by a final score of 9-7.